just sometimes just look at candles and it's like, oh, they smell good, but they're really for emergencies as well. Especially if you don't have a flashlight, which I didn't have, or a lantern or anything like that. The candles.
What's going on, Black Bookers, and welcome to another episode of Book Black TV. I'm here with the lovely Marshina of Decent Candles. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Are you nervous?
A little.
It's okay. It's cool because we're gonna have an icebreaker, and hopefully it's gonna break the ice and break up some of the nervousness because we're gonna have a good time, and you're gonna keep your black card, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're gonna play a quick game of Black Family Feud. Hopefully Marshina is able to keep her black card. If not, we're gonna have a chunk of the deuce. No, I'm just kidding. So Marshina, we asked 100 black bookers, when a black person says that they're on the way, where are they?
In the house.
In the house? Ain't even left the house yet. Talking about they on the way.
Exactly.
So you get a chance to keep your black card.
All right.
Okay. So Marshina, tell us about yourself.
All right, I'm from Washington, D.C., born and raised. I moved to Houston, Texas in December of 2016. And I'm in the medical field. I'm a cardiovascular technologist full-time. And I started my candle company March of 2019. I also bartend. I've done promotional modeling for Remy Martin, Cavassier, Tito's, and etc.
That's awesome. That's
Thank
amazing.
you.
So you're a serial entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
You have all these different skill sets.
Yes.
How did you get into making candles?
So I always wondered, like, how do you make a candle? I've been loving candles ever since I was like a kid. I would just watch it, just be intrigued by the flame. And I just always wondered, like, how do you make a candle? So I took a candle course here last March and I just went for it. I was like, I'm gonna start a little candle company, see how it goes. And I've been doing really well.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Thank you.
So you in the medical industry.
Yes.
You was a bartender,
Yes.
and then you switched over to the candle industry.
Yes.
Do you? I know you say you do the medical industry full time.
Mm-hmm.
How does that, I guess, tie into with your business and you working full time? How do you manage your time doing all those things?
Well, I work 3/12s.
Okay.
So on my 2 days off, that's when I pretty much put in my candle orders and over the weekend. And it's a good barrier to be doing something different because the medical field is so stressful. I'm like literally saving lives. So like when people have chest pain and heart attacks and things like that, they come into my department, which is the cath lab. So with making candles, it's more at peace when I'm doing it. I'll be in the kitchen, I have my wine, and it's more of a, stress reliever. So it works out well. But I pretty much do my candles in between my days off and on the weekends.
That's super cool. This candle, by the way, smells really good.
Thank you.
What scent is that?
This is 24 carats. This is actually my favorite scent, and this is one of my top sellers.
Got you.
Yes.
So how do you come up with the scents and get into like, okay, I want to make this candle smell this way or that way?
So I'm a fruity scent girl.
Okay.
And when I came out with my candle line, I noticed most of my candles were like fruity. I'd have like a lot of tropical scents. And then I had a lot of people that would message me and they're like, do you have anything clean? Do you have anything, a little bit more manly? So then I started making linen scents and soft musk scents and sandalwood scents. So I have a good variety now, but I'm more of a sweet girl.
Okay.
So most of my candles, I have 14 right now. I'm going for 15 for my signature collection. And most of them, about 8 or 9 of them are sweet.
Okay. Do you have mahogany teak wood?
I don't.
But
I have sandalwood.
Okay.
I have sandalwood.
I have
sandalwood.
Mahogany teak wood is my favorite.
I've seen that. I've seen it. But I have sandalwood.
No, that's awesome.
Thank
So,
you.
with COVID coming in, I know you said you started your business, you said March
29th, 2020.
Yeah, so that was like right in the midst of COVID.
Yeah.
So how did that, I guess, not only affect your business, but affect you mentally as you just started your business?
Mentally, it was stressful because I didn't even know if I was going to do good. I didn't know if I was going to make the candles. When I took the course, you made like 12 candles in the course, but then when you get home and the instructor isn't there, you're on your own. Yeah, so it's a total different ball game, But COVID actually helped the business because I think with everybody being home so much and, being stressed, and candles are a stress reliever, I was booming like from April to July. like consistently booming, booming, booming. I mean, I'm still doing pretty well now, but those 3 months when COVID like first hit, I was doing really well.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
really, really well.
That's amazing. So you dealt with COVID, you overcame that, and then we here in Houston, we had this winter storm. How did that affect you? First of all, are you okay with
now I am.
Okay.
I was without power for 2 days and water without water for 2 days. And I'm from up north, so we have, winter storms and things like that, but it was different.
Yeah, so you probably looking at us like, why y'all can't
and
get
1
together?
inch of snow, yeah. And then it's just like the whole city shut down because of freezing temperatures. And I'm like, I'm from DC.
Yeah, we don't deal with snow like that.
Bless y'all heart.
I'm a civil engineer by trade, so it's like our infrastructure is not set up for that kind of weather. Yeah, we got different codes and all kind of stuff.
Well,
yeah.
now y'all should know. You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready for whatever.
I'm gonna tell you this. They probably still not gonna change a lot of the codes and standards. So if something of this magnitude happens again, we may be better prepared, but still not as prepared as we should. We just Houston, I wear the hat, rodeo. It's rodeo season.
I was Houston strong. Y'all don't be giving me my stripes though, because I was here for Harvey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been here. So I'm from DC. I've stuck it out with y'all.
Oh yeah, you sure have.
Exactly.
You've been here for 4 years. So
That's
you been
right.
for Harvey, and then after Harvey, we had like an okay year, and then we had COVID, and then now we had a winter storm.
So I'm a Houstonian by heart.
Yeah. So you lost power. You didn't have water, but you had your candles.
Exactly, and they came in good use. That's crazy. I was like, that is such a blessing because people just sometimes just look at candles and it's like, oh, they smell good, but they're really for emergencies as well.
Absolutely.
Especially if you don't have a flashlight, which I didn't have, or a lantern or anything like that. The candles came in use.
Candles all over the place.
I sure did.
No, that's old school, but
Exactly. Yeah.
So, what would you give advice? What advice would you give to someone who's looking to get into your industry?
In the candle industry, you have to be really focused and you have to be really strong. It looks easy, but it's definitely hard work. Coming into it, I didn't realize that literally everything is so separate.
Right.
So every part of making the candle, the wick, the jar, the scent, the wax, the label, the top, the lid, like nothing comes on it. So you have to financially prepare yourself to spend some money. And with, like I said, making candles, it's not easy. Sometimes the scent may not throw. Sometimes your wax may not be hot enough. The candle may have a hole. So you have to have patience. You definitely have to have patience, and you have to prepare to make a lot of errors, which I made in the beginning. But now I got it. I got it down pat. But yeah, you gotta have patience.
That's cool. So for my business owners out there, you can even use that advice for whatever industry you're in. Have patience. Patience is very key. A lot of times you may see the glitz and glamours of looking at somebody's business, and you may think, oh, I can do that. That's nothing. But it's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that you guys don't see. And it's tough out here. I like that. Have patience. Also, from a consumer standpoint, you just heard her give this good breakdown of her buying all of these different things and components to her business individually. A lot of times, customers always ask us, "Well, this person too high." You know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff. But you got to understand, it's a lot of stuff that goes into cost from a business standpoint, and we got to also make profit so we can keep providing you guys with those different things.
And the fact that you said that, not to cut you off, but when I started out, my candles were 2 for $15. Just to put myself out there. And like I said, I did that all the way up until like July. And I sat down with somebody. He's pretty much like a good marketing person, and he broke it down because when I took the class didn't come with like the financial part of it. It just came with teaching you the candle. And so when he broke it down, he was like, "Well, you have to sit down and really, analyze how much you spend on the wax, how much of this, how much of that." And he was like, "You're losing. You have to go up." It isn't that I wanted to. In order, like you said, for me to profit, I had to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we don't blame you. We encourage you to do that. We want you to make money and stay in business. That's what we here for.
Thank you.
So there's a lot of people in the candle industry. I guess, what is your competitive advantage? What separates you from the rest?
Well, the thing that makes my candles to me stand out is, as you can see, we've been sitting here about 5 to 6 minutes, and I know you can smell the
It
candle.
smells real good.
Exactly.
It smells
So
real
you know, a candle is just a candle until it's lit.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what my candles do. It lights up the room. It doesn't take a long time. You know, I use high quality wax. I use robust scents. I pick out my scents directly. You know, to make sure that they stand out.
Yeah.
And also the names, like I name my candles different names to go off of my personality.
Right.
You know, of course,
This is 24 karat.
Right, but of course, when I order the scent, it's not 24 karat.
Right,
you know,
right,
it's something else.
Well, tell them what it is. Tell them what it is.
Oh, of course not. Yeah, but that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to give my candle line my personality, because that's the first thing a person sees is the name. I mean, you see the candle, but okay, this looks like any other candle.
Yeah.
But the name, like, oh, that's Rockefeller. Okay, this is the blueprint. So kind of more intriguing. So I went kind of strong with making sure, and I Googled before I named all of my candles to make sure there was no candle out there named any of my candle names, so nobody could say I took their name or anything like that. So I put in a lot of brainstorming and a lot of work to make sure my line is unique and different.
And this candle smells really good, y'all. Even before we burned it, I opened it up and I smelled it. I was like, okay.
And that's another thing, when I send them to people, like, I can smell them through the package, things like that.
Yeah, they probably can smell it through the camera now. So, you've been in business for
a little under a year.
Yeah, a little under a year. You've been in Houston for
4 years.
Over 4 years. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Well, I hope I have a storefront. I see myself with a storefront coming soon through the grace of God. I see myself still playing in Houston. I love Houston, even though y'all giving me the blues with this weather. But I see myself here. I love the city. It's so very cultural, and it's the real Southern hospitality. Like, I've been to Dallas and I've been to, like you say, Austin and places like that, and I don't get that Southern feel how I get in Houston. So
y'all heard that, Dallas?
Exactly.
I got some friends in Dallas. They always talking noise. Y'all heard that, Dallas?
No.
But it's cool, Dallas. Hey, matter of fact, we coming to Dallas too. So one of the cities we will be coming to is Dallas, as well as DC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a Black Book DC?
Black Book DC.
That's what's up.
Yeah, coming
Okay.
soon.
All right. But I got some business I can throw your way.
Absolutely.
People I could,
we appreciate
link you
that.
with.
We appreciate that. But Black Book Houston is where it all started. Hometown love.
Absolutely.
Houston's finest. So, you told us where you want to be in 5 years. That's awesome. But there's also a lot of candle companies that we've seen come and go. So how are you planning to make sure that you stay strong and you don't be like some of the other candle companies who have kind of fallen by the wayside?
Creativity. I feel like creativity is key. You got to keep your brand creative. You got to keep your content creative, which I try to do as well, and just keep marketing. There are all different types of candles that can be made. You can go from wax melts, which I've made. I do swirl custom candles now. I have a new candle that I'm about to try to bring out. So I just plan on keeping my brand creative so that people don't get bored.
That's super cool. We gotta definitely get some wax melts. So for all the people out there who have been hearing about your wonderful candles, and they can probably smell it through the camera right now, where can they find you at and where can they shop with you?
My website is www.descentcandles, which is DESCENT candles.com. I don't have a storefront yet, but I have my website, and my Instagram is also Descent Candles, so you can order on my website.
Cool. Is there any other things?
I haven't been doing pop-up shops.
Pop-up shops?
Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't been doing pop-up shops. I've done 2 so far here in the Houston area, and I have one coming up in April in Salt Lake City.
Oh, okay. Where was the pop-up shops located?
I did one here in the 3rd Ward, and then I did one downtown.
Have you looked at the Black Market?
No, what's that?
It's at the Buffalo Soldiers Museum.
Oh, they do pop-up shops?
Yes.
Like, how often?
They do 2 every month, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, no. Pass me the info, please.
I'll pass you the info.
Yes.
So shout out to the Black Market.
Thank you. Okay, no.
Okay. So is there anything else you want to leave the people with before we wrap this up?
I just want to leave people that are encouraged to start a business, whether it's candle or whatever, your heart desires, to keep the faith. Do not let people discourage you from your business, because you will have the naysayers, you will have the haters, and you just have to stay focused. If it's meant, it will happen, but it is hard work, and it does take dedication and motivation. And if you see it and you put your heart into it, God will make it work for you, whatever your business is.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
You're
we
welcome.
Appreciate you coming on our platform. It's
Thank
been
you.
a pleasure.
I appreciate you all.
And take care of Black Bookers. You have her information. Make sure you go follow her, support her, and buy some candles, some wax melts, all that good stuff.
And fragrance oils.
There you go. All right, y'all take care.
Thank you. Friends, those are not friends, and you don't let anybody discourage you. Yeah, like
absolutely, because you know, even when we started, we didn't realize how many Black business directors was out there.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's like we ain't gonna worry about them. We're gonna focus on what we doing. And I feel like when you do that, your creativity, you know what I mean, all these different ideas just come to you because you're not worried about what everybody else is doing. You like focusing in and honing in on your own creativity, and it's gonna just give you so much more, and God gonna bless you with so much more ideas.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But it's crazy. I had people trying to like literally get free information. I had people like questioning me on what wick I use, which wax I use, this, that, and it's just like I wouldn't pay for the class. You're gonna have to do the same thing. That's why you just said you can't give out this. No, but people have literally like hit me up. I had one girl, she was like trying to literally get like the recipe. And she was like, well, I'm going, and then somebody hit me up. She was like, I took Shane class online, but I just wanted to know, how do I do this? And I'm like, it's no way you took the class.
And don't know.
And then, and you got the video like me, like, no. It's people think they slick. That's all I'm saying.
They be trying to play you.
Yeah, people think they slick. And so I'm just learning the ways.
Yeah.
I'm just learning the way. So how did you all find like, because you under a year, I can't believe that, or like at a year, how did you all find all these Black businesses? Did people like start seeing your page and coming to you? Oh, y'all from here, so y'all knew some already.
Right. So when we first started, we did everything free for a whole year. So to get on our platform, it was free. The videos that you see, like some of the videos early on when we were shooting videos, all of that was free. Like we charge for that stuff now. You know what I mean? We didn't charge at first. We were doing everything for free to help build our brand. And then our name just kept getting out there. It's like, hey, have you heard of Black Book Houston? You know, of course we got our merchandise because we like always branding, being consistent. If you go back and you look at our page, we switched how we brand. So like the post that you see, at first it didn't have Black Book Houston on it, but we made sure we put Black Book Houston on everything. We kept.
I love y'all strategy. How like
exactly.
if you, it's like this business, and then right under is this business, and then like on the next two it might be this like statements. I see the strategy. I caught it. I was like, they strategy, their content is good.
So we was starting in August.
This August just passed.
August 2019.
Oh, okay.
So we started August 2019, right? And we just been consistent ever since. But one of the other things was we had this book. We made this book.
So this is really the Black book.
Yeah, this is the Black book.
Let me see it. Okay. So this really has all the business and stuff in it. So it's really a Black book. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Really is a Black book. So we came out with that book in February.
She's out here. I got hear from them when I first started.
So like within 6 months, we came up with this book. So this book has 330 businesses in it.
Wow.
Right? And that was like in 6 months. But that was us going to find them, and then eventually word got out, and then people started submitting their information and all that. So they're like, I want to be a part of that, because they kept seeing us.
Yeah,
you know,
Vanity Throne. I've seen her do makeup, and I was afraid because when it said submission, and I had paid the $25, and I was like, well, what if I don't make the cut?
No.
Like I didn't know what the criteria was to make the cut.
So it is.
I figured.
Because like I sent out 3 refunds like Friday.
I figured. I was like,
because everybody's not gonna.
Everybody's content.
But the thing is, it's not even just the content. I will message you and say, hey, you know, like you sent in a bio and you like, hey, I make cupcakes. I've been making cupcakes for 10 years. I love cake, and that's why I do it. That's not a description about.
Because it did say be specific. Yeah, right. So I said a lot.
You know, I have to. You know, the thing about Black Book Houston is we're teaching people as well. We're not just a platform here to just take your money and, you know, put you on a listing. The thing is, I want Black business to stay in business. I want us to continue to circulate the Black dollar. So to be on our platform, you can't just come to us and your stuff not together.
Right.
Like, and the reason why it takes us a while to now yours we entered kind of fast because we had, you know, got through a lot of the entries, but like sometimes it takes us, like I spend 2 to 3 hours on one business because it's like, one, I gotta make sure they black. I gotta find the face of the company. I gotta.
So have you had some people try to lie?
Yeah.
You lying?
No.
When they be white and Spanish.
Yes. I had several white people send me their stuff, and I'm just like.
And they try to hide the face.
Hey,
I figured that.
And the thing is too, we have franchises that send in their businesses, and at the end of the day, like. If it's not a black owned franchise, like if let's say we franchise Black Book Houston, right, and we in Atlanta, we in Dallas, we in Los Angeles, we all over the cities. Black Book Houston is black owned,
right? No
matter what, we have the say so of how it's going to be ran in Los Angeles,
right?
Amazon can never be black owned.
Exactly.
It's not.
It's not.
Unless Jeff Bezos say, hey, you know, Rashika and Jeremy, we gonna sell y'all Amazon. It's not black owned. So if Amazon say, oh, we own Whole Foods it's never good. It don't matter if I was black and I was at Whole Foods. I'm now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like. It's black operated.
Actually do that.
Oh yeah, they be like sneaking.
So and the thing is, we have so many franchises. It's like, yes, I want to support your black operated franchise. I do. I was like, but at the end of the day, if you're a black owner of Chick-fil-A, it's not your money.
It's not. Yeah,
you're a black franchise owner of Starbucks.
Because you paying.
If Starbucks go out there and make a statement and say, oh, no Black Lives Matter allowed in here, which they did. Then
you gotta.
Am I supposed to drive around the city be like, okay, y'all, this Starbucks not racist right here, but all the other ones, it doesn't matter. Their money going straight to the top. Like that. That's not your money. Like you're getting paid a bigger percentage, but you don't own it.
Yeah. I figured when I submitted, I was like, and then I looked at y'all page, so I could already tell like. You make sure it's professional. Right. Yeah, I was like, okay, they on their stuff. I want to be a part of this. I didn't have a problem paying $25 at all. I want to be a part of this, but I was just like, I hope I'm eligible to be a part of it. I was like, they look like they take their business seriously. So you will actually reject people.
Yes,
if I have to, I don't want to, and it's not that I don't want to because I want their money. It's like I hate having to tell people like it's some people it's no help for. Like I like
everybody's not meant to be a business owner.
But
I will say that.
Not even that. It's like I can't help them at this stage. I have to send them information for them to go through a program. It's like, hey, like some people they have no content, no website. I'm like, hey, can you help me understand what you want us to promote? Because we're here.
You don't have nothing.
Right, I don't have anything.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you want me to just give them your number? Because if you look at our platform, we got a phone number. It's an email address. And even people with phone numbers, I tell them, without phone numbers, I'm like, hey, me personally, I want people to feel like they can trust. Yes. Businesses without phone numbers, it look a little shady. You know what I'm saying? If I can't, I don't want to have to send you an email and wait 10 business days for you to respond to me. And so, one of the requirements is for you to have a business phone number. So some people simply not on there because they don't have a business phone number. And I didn't reject them. I'm just like, hey, if you could give me a number, and people, Google Voice is free. It's a bunch of free number companies out here. You can make your own business number, but it's like, hey, I don't like companies like when I'm a customer and I'm shopping and I have a customer service issue, I need to talk to somebody. I don't wanna that irritates me. Like Fashion Nova, I don't know. You can't even I hate that.
And it takes 2-3 weeks to get a package. I ordered from them once. That was it.
I hate their setup. They would never be. I mean, I know they're not black home, but
exactly.
They would never be on. But so that's the thing too. When people do shady business, like. I've had to reach out to some of the people on our platform, and it's just like, hey, yo, we getting word back that you not answering your phone, and we sending them to you, or hey, your shop hasn't been open, and we sent 2 customers your way, and this came back to us that you haven't been answering your phone, and your shop haven't been open.
Oh wow!
And then they're like, oh, well, we had closed down. Oh, well, you didn't put a notice on your door. Nor did you put a notice on your Instagram or anything. So how was we supposed to know you were closed? So it is.
Yeah, we take our platform serious. Like we want people to feel like we're a trusted source for
because you're putting these companies out there. Yeah, so you're pretty much saying this is a good black-owned company. Yeah, you're the directory. Yeah, these people are finding out about us through you.
Right.
Yeah, so it's almost like a referral. Yeah, like you're referring somebody at work. Yeah, and somebody started a job and then they terrible.
Exactly.
Your boss gonna look at you like, okay, well, I hired this person off of your word.
So now it's
Yeah.
like, I don't want to fool with them because they got some bad businesses on there.
Right. Well, yeah, I have my number and everything attached to my website, but I had crazy stuff happen in the beginning. I had somebody text me, not the DM, because I had my number in my text. And it's like a 214 number. I used to work in Dallas because I travel on the road. So I was like, there's somebody in Dallas. And my god sister and my niece live up there, but of course their names is stored. So it's some young lady, don't know her from a can of paint. She just starts out, hey, I see your candle page. Your candles look amazing. I make candles. And this is like my second week. So I'm super nice at this point. I don't have that guard up now because I done seen all the way people come at you and like I said, trying to get your recipe for free. So I'm all nice. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. And she's like, yeah, I've been making candles and can I ask you what wick you use? So I told her the wick and she was like, yeah, because my candles look good, but I can't get them to smell. I'm just wondering, how do I get them? Stop the conversation right there. Stop the conversation. But she actually texting me.
Right.
Yeah, not DM, not under a post. She took my number from my page and is texting me pretty much like, you can't get your candles to smell. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, like what?
You gonna have to go to YouTube University.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm supposed to give you this whole
free game?
Yeah, I just paid $600 for. You see what I'm saying? Like, and I'm supposed to just give it to you. But I'm just saying, like, so crazy stuff has been happening to me just from like the gate, and it's just like now, like my mom said, if it ain't about business, I don't even message back. I look right at some DMs. If it comes to like, if people asking me questions about the business, like if they like, well, which whack or which wick or something like that, my mother's like, you don't have to reply. You don't have to reply. If it ain't concerning getting, some business, so I just be like.
We've had people, ask us so many things, and a lot of people, they come to me, oh, can you help me with my social media marketing? Yes, I can. It's $200 an hour.
Thank you.
Do you want to sit down? Because the thing is, it's like, hey, we not gonna make money from just sitting here, just constantly everything free. This is free. It's like, hey, we have a platform that we have to support, and honestly, I wish I didn't have to charge. I didn't want to charge people $20.
I didn't want to go up. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But my marketing person, he was like, you have to. But then, the crazy part about it is, and I knew when I went up, it was going to be people like that. But like you said, here's Yankee that we've been giving this money to for years. Yankee wants $17 for a 7-ounce candle. Now, mind you, I was giving out, at first it was 2 for $15, then I went to 2 for $16. So when we did the calculation on, how much it costs, he sat me down. He was like, okay, it takes at least $8.56 to make a candle, like to make one of your candles. So you were selling 2 for $15, you were just giving out candles. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, from the beginning until like August, I was just giving out candles. I didn't really, like you said, you were just making candles to give them out. You weren't making a profit. So I just started making a profit in like August up until now. And it was all good. People were blowing up. And I still been getting business, not as much, but I'm okay with that. Because like you said, you can't worry about who's not going to buy them. You have to market to who is. Yep. Yeah, because you can't worry about them. So once again, when I made my website, that's when he was like, you can go up when you make your website. Like he said, the more you make your business look serious, you can request this. Yeah, they know your candles smell good. You've been giving them out to them pretty much for months. They want them. They don't. There's somebody that wants them.
You gotta think about it like this too. You can't even think about it like, oh, I went up and I'm not making as many anymore. That's a good thing. You're only one person anyway.
Right.
So if you were selling one candle at $5,
they was working the shit out of me in the summertime. Right. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
You was selling
I was working like shit.
Or let's say you selling, 2 candles at $5. Now you making one candle at $15. Just throwing numbers out here. You win. And I had to learn that too. And I think a lot of us, because we're not given the same resources as all these other businesses. You know what I'm saying? So when we come up, it's literally trial and error.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when I took the class, I learned how to make a candle. I didn't learn anything about the business side. See what I'm saying? The money, how much? Yeah. So I just was just out here. Just trying to make a way. I was making cupcakes, trying to compete with Walmart. We can't.
It's not even logical. Walmart has their own eggs.
They have their own everything. Great value. Mustard, bread. Everything.
They got their own eggs, their own sugar, butter. That means it costs them nothing $12 and I done spent $20. So really, I done lost $8 and my time.
Yeah.
You know, but then it came a point where I just got this attitude. I was like, hey y'all, I'm not touching cakes if I don't have at least $125. That's my start. That's my starting. I'm not saying cupcakes cost $125, but you better put a package together. You better get a whole bunch of stuff, because for me to go in my kitchen and turn this oven on, run my water, my lights, get on my feet, and do all this custom stuff for you, you're gonna have to spend $125 a week. It's gonna have to be worth my time.
Absolutely.
And if you can't afford it, I don't lose.
But they can afford Gucci and Fendi and everything else. That's what I'm saying. That's why I posted on my page yesterday. Your friend's brand is designer. Yeah, this is Yankee. This is Yankee. Because I bought Yankee for years, and you know,
I
like I said,
don't like those candles.
but I'm just saying, we all as a people have bought Yankee candle. Everybody knows they're one of the most expensive candle companies. Yet and still, they're still around. Yet and still, we've all bought one. So like I said, when I took my price up, I was like, let me screenshot this, because I know I had somebody that's gonna test me. So I took it up, and it was somebody that was like, you took your candles up, your website is nice. I did. Yeah, I had to. Oh, well, you know, you need to keep your prices competitive to people in the area. I guess trying to compare me to Shane. Once again, Shane has been making candles for 19 years. Right. I respect Shane. I love Shane. She's a hustler. But me trying to keep my prices with Shane was having me under. I can't do it. I'm not Shane.
And we don't know what kind of resources she has.
Exactly. Shane also, like my marketing guy said, buys wholesale. You know what I mean? Buys by bulk. I'm a small little company trying to start out. But I didn't compare myself. The person tried to compare me to her. You cannot compare little old me to Shane. Because they knew I took her class, and that's where they found me, you know, on her page and stuff. Don't compare. Please don't compare. Because when I tried for the last 5 months, like I said, from March into August, I was losing. I was just giving out candles. I cannot do the sales that she do. I'm not trying to. Maybe one day in life I can, but right now I can't. You know, so don't try to compare it. So when I sent her a picture, I said, well, Yankee candles are, you know, $17 for a 7 ounce. Mine is 8 ounce, which I'm giving you an extra ounce, and I only want 12. She was like, well, you have to understand, those businesses been around for years. So my candle not as good because it's a new company, but Yankee been around for years, so they can ask for 17. That don't make no sense. A candle is a candle. My candle is high quality, just like Yankees. I know it. I believe in it. You know, that's what I'm sticking to. So because they got more years over top of me, it's okay for them. That's pretty much what she's telling me.
No, I don't really think that's the issue. The issue is that it's us.
The issue is you don't want to pay the price, and that's okay. But don't try to belittle my company or make me feel bad for going up. That's what she's pretty much doing, and trying to compare me. Yeah. Like, don't do that.
We as a group of people, we don't value our own people. It's like we think, oh well, we don't have the right to charge those prices. And they don't put respect on us. Like I don't know why we have this fetish with obsessing with the
Italians, the Gucci, the Fendi,
all those people, because it's like
they don't give a shit about you.
Yeah, they don't, and it's just crazy to me that people will go spend $600 on a Gucci belt, and they'll come to you and be like, $40 for a book. What do you mean? I had to, first of all, we had to put the book together. Then we had to get charged for the book. They charged us $20-some to make the book. It had to get shipped here. And you mad because you got to pay $40 for a book full of resources that is very beneficial to you. You know, but they don't value, even with us, it's like we have a platform, we praise black people and black businesses. We're constantly connecting them to other resources and business owners all day. That's what we do. And they'll come and they'll be like, oh my God, we made it on Google. Google now has a feature for black owned businesses, and we on Google.
Don't give you your props.
I'm just like, why are you excited that Google decided to create an initiative for black people all of a sudden? And we've been around here praising y'all.